My mother-in-law changed my daughter's legal name while I was unconscious after an emergency C-section. I woke up nearly 3 days later, dazed and stitched up, only to find the name printed on the birth certificate wasn't the one we'd chosen. Instead of the name I'd whispered to her for months, the document read Evelyn. We had chosen the name Mira. From the start, it wasn't just a name, it was a theme. Her room was filled with stars and night skies. Mira, meaning wonder, meaning peace. I dreamed of calling her my little starlight, but that name wasn't on the certificate. Evelyn was. I could barely speak. When I finally got the strength to ask what happened, my mother-in-law stood there without even a shred of remorse. She said, Mira's too modern, too silly. I did what needed to be done. I saved her from a lifetime of being taken as unserious. My partner just stood there, didn't say a word. It turns out she'd planned this. She'd studied the hospital's policies, found her way into the trust of a records clerk. She'd even brought printed documents, forged my signature, and claimed there was an error in filing. As a retired nurse, she had just enough professional polish to be believed. Evelyn, she said, was her mother's name, a family name. She claimed she was preserving heritage. I was stuck in a hospital bed, barely able to sit upright, holding a baby whose legal name didn't belong to me, didn't belong to us. The next day, I called the hospital. I asked how it was even possible. The administrator apologized, but said the name had already been sent to the state. The documents looked official. She had ID. She claimed it was a simple fix. I said she forged my signature. They asked if I had proof. I didn't. I was unconscious. I contacted a lawyer. He told me the kind of truth that crushes you. Without concrete proof of fraud, this would be a steep legal fight. Upwards of $15,000, no guarantee. And we had just had a baby. I wanted to cry, but instead I got to work. I called every office I could. Vital records, hospital admin, local government. I begged them to help me. I said over and over that this name was not what I chose. Most people brushed me off. Some outright told me nothing could be done. Until I found someone who actually listened. A woman at the state records office said, bring me anything. Emails, texts, anything where she admits what she did. That's when I remembered. She had sent a message to the family group chat just hours after the birth. Evelyn Rose is here. I made sure she got a proper name. None of that Mira nonsense. That was the text. The proof I needed. With that, the clerk helped me file for an emergency name correction. We got a court date within a month. She showed up with a lawyer, claimed it was a misunderstanding, that she thought she was fixing a typo. The judge read her text message aloud. Everyone heard it. It was clear this wasn't an accident. This was control. The judge ruled immediately. The birth certificate would be amended. The name changed to Mira Rose. Her face collapsed. But that wasn't the real moment of justice. That came after the hearing, when my partner, who had been silent for so long, finally turned to her and said, you're not welcome in our lives anymore. You stole from us. You forged my partner's signature. You hijacked the most sacred moment of our lives. She tried to interrupt, tried to explain. He didn't let her. He simply walked away. It's been 2 years. She still sends birthday cards. We don't open them. She leaves voicemails. We don't respond. Mira's walking now, laughing, babbling nonsense words that mean everything to us. She doesn't know how hard we fought for her name. But one day she will, and she'll know her name wasn't just chosen. It was defended. And sometimes when I remember those early days and wonder if we were too harsh, I go back to that name on the original certificate. And I remember what it felt like to wake up and not recognize my own daughter. Some wounds leave paper trails. Some betrayals don't need shouting to be permanent.